This conference will now be recorded.
For version control.
What is the issue with naming convention? It should be Harsha Trainings Loan IMPL. See, your wish, whatever the name's not a big deal. I have given like Harsha Trainings Bank, something like that. You give any name of your wish, no need to much bother or worry about names of the applications. That's up to you. Name is not a big deal, but the remaining thing should be properly you have to implement. Name can be anything, right? It can be any business owner. Okay, look at here. What was the topic? Rule set. Rule set purpose. What is the purpose of the rule set? Switch it.
Version control.
It is for version controlling. Like okay, if you wanted to maintain different versions of a rule, you know, instead of going for third-party tools, you can deal with rule sets. Rule sets are going to help you to version the rules. What is the initial version? 01, 01, 01. Later on you have a number of versions. Okay, minor, major, minor, patch version like this. Always patch will be incremented by 1 by default sequential order, and if at all patches is being incremented by 1 by 99, increment up to 99, then there is some problem on the start. This is it. Connection loose. Sare maruddam like maru. Okay. So that is about rule set and version. Like 99 means minor will be incremented by 1, where patch will again start from 0. 99 when it reaches, major will be incremented by 1, where patch again starts from 01. Okay. So this is what we had discussed about rule sets and versioning basically. And now whenever you are creating a rule, you have to appropriately choose which rule set to be used. How to create versions and all. Did I explain you how to create a version? Okay, so I'll explain you how to create a rule set version. Just give me a minute. Let me share documents to other batches. Okay.
Vale.
I don't want them to wait for me to. July 27. And into 4, right? Meanwhile, they will practice without waiting for me. Okay, let's come back to here. And in the application rule form, rule sets are being referred. Means anyone who log into this application, they will be able to access the rules that are available in this particular rule sets. These two numbers I'll explain you later. No need to bother about it. Okay. So if you want to open a rule set, you can click on edit icon here. When you click on edit icon, it will open the rule set and it will show up the first version is there. And you can, if you want to add one more version, you click on plus icon and create a new version. Let's see how to create a new rule set version now. Okay, that you don't need to write this in the notebook. Working with rule sets and creating a new version. Simply, I'm going to do what? Creating new version 010102 for implementation, organization, FW rule sets. So for all these three rule sets, I'm going to create a version 2. Integrations I'm not going to touch now. Okay, 595. I'm not going to touch integrations part now. I mean, like integrations rule set I'm not going to touch. And here you go now. I will give you navigation to open a rule set. Application menu, definition. First IMPL rule set, definition. And when you come to definition, here you can see this particular rule set. So I want to open first rule set. Click on edit icon against first rule set to open it. Against first rule set to open it. So I have clicked on edit icon. It will open the rule set rule form. It opens. Now click on plus icon to add a new version. By default, PRPC will automatically take patch incremented by 1. The same I am expecting, so I am not going to change anything here. Okay. So here you go. Usually in enterprise application development, in the description part, they will write like this, like July sprint 4. Okay, like this they will be writing July release sprint 4. So by looking at the version description also, you will be able to somewhat understand based on the dates and all that you are working on. You should be able to understand whether which one to be used. Same. Repeat these steps. Repeat the same steps for org rule set. How do I open organization rule set? Come back to application rule form. Open org rule set. What should I do? Who will do this task in enterprise application development in your projects? Usually your tech leads will take care of these tasks, or your scrum masters will take care of these tasks. Maybe sometime they may ask you, but they don't ask you because this is very simple. They will do it. Create, save, done. Next step. Repeat this. FW rule set, right? FW application rule set also you repeat the same. Implementation organization is done. I want to open framework application now. How do I open? Click on edit icon at built on. Open built on application. So from here, open the first rule set. Same navigation, same steps, similar steps. Okay, I have got a new version now. Click on plus icon. So each one has 2 versions now. Okay, two versions are there. First version I don't want to use. I will tell you how to prevent it and all. I'll tell you later, not now. Okay, this is completed. You just learn the navigation, how to create a new rule set version. That's it. Nothing much other than that. Now let me explain you this combination. At the time while you are creating a rule, that can be any rule, application and class you would be choosing. Based on these two combination, which rule set has to be chosen. Okay, I'm going to explain you now. Look at here. Notepad. I'll take a notepad and explain you easily. See, these are thumb rules you can remember. See, if I am creating a rule in the framework application, when would you go for creating a rule in framework application? When the rule is reused across different implementation applications and all. Did you take the exam? There is a question for the same. All of you
Yes.
had chosen wrong answer only, right? 90%, 99%. Okay, you need more focus on understanding the subject. How many of you had written already the exam?
Yes.
Anyone got 10?
Completed, Arshad.
No one got it. This is how exam will
Nine.
be. It is little tricky. It is easy or difficult? Exam is easy, but exam is tricky. You find two answers are same. You don't realize two answers are there, but you choose directly only one. Okay. So today evening I'll stop taking the responses. Means today evening if you are missing, you'll not be able to do it tomorrow. Okay. Finish immediately after the session. If anyone is still pending, you finish it. Then we will discuss about that questions. Okay. It will not take more than 5 minutes to discuss. Okay. Only one question that everyone might have failed mostly. Let us see what is it. And FW application, what is the other one? FW application context you are creating, and you are creating in FW work class. Generally, I'm taking work class level. Okay. High level, I'm explaining you. These are the thumb rules. If this is the combination where you are creating the rule set is FW application rule set. You call it as work rule set, anything. Understand? Framework application, framework work class. If you're trying to create a rule, what is the rule set? Framework first rule set. In the framework application, first rule set, framework application rule set. Implementation application, you are creating implementation work class. You can guess what is it? Implementation
application rules.
thumb rules. These are thumb rules. Either framework or implementation, but the class is organization class. Class is organization class. Thumb rule is that organization. What is the rule set? Organization rule set. Everyone clear with this? Now coming to addition. Everyone is it okay? Everyone? Now either framework or implementation class is org data. Then what is the rule set? What is the rule set? Organization data rule set. Do you have a data rule set? No, we don't have. By creating, it is creating only application integration. It is not separately creating data rule sets. See what is there. If one more rule set is there, it will come above integration. After application data after integration, like that arrangement will be. It is not creating, we can even manually create it. But one thing is that if you are working in enterprise application development, definitely data rule sets will be there. Organization or framework or implementation organization data rule set, but we don't have, we will use organization rule set. Okay. And framework application, framework data class. Which rule set you use? Framework data rule set. Implementation application, implementation data. See, these combinations will match. See, always class will take priority first. Remember that. First class, then you go higher level, application will be there. Okay, everything will start from class, right? So that's why class preference is the rule set preference mostly. Okay, everyone clear? Only these four you remember, that is fair enough. Remaining everything will get sorted out going forward. But 99.9% this is the combination we use. No need to bother about any other combination. Integrations anyhow we will be working. You can easily say FW or IMPL, but I'm using organization integration class. What is the rule set? Orgint rule set. Similarly, FW framework integration. What is the rule set? You look at the class, you can easily understand. Framework integration, implementation application, implementation integration. What is the rule set? Implementation integration. Very simple. Okay. So this is how generally you should be choosing the rule sets as a thumb rule. Okay, it is there in a document. I'll share you. Now coming back to rule set versions and all. Okay. So before I tell you the next topic related to rule sets, that is check-in, check-out. The next topic is check-in, check-out. Let me draft it on Notepad. Check-in, check-out. Okay. Before you understand this, we need to in order to understand this, we need two operator IDs. How many operator IDs? Two. developer operator, but you don't know how to create an operator ID, right? In between, you will be learning one practical navigation thing, how to create an operator ID. There is nothing technical in this as of now. Let me show you here itself how to create an operator ID. Am I audible clearly, everyone? This time cross checking.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Thank you. See, how many marks you get in the exam, I don't much bother about. I'm just asking 10 out of 10. What is your ability to understand the question? But I don't much bother about the answers that and all you are getting. Some people might have got 9 marks. Maybe without confidence also you have got additional mark, right? Okay, so that's not a big deal for me. But the subject knowledge, whether you are able to apply it properly, that you know by this time. Just try to analyze where you are failing, why you have failed there, and fill that gap. Then you will be going to next level for sure. Okay, how to create an operator ID? What is that? Developer operator ID. We can create simple navigations. Okay, we can create an operator ID by copying the existing operator ID. By copying the existing operator ID. Copying means save as, copy paste. Okay, so let's create a developer operator ID for our application. Okay, so already developer operator is there, right? So login using your regular credentials, application credentials. So from operator menu, choose operator ID. Then it opens operator rule form. Then it opens operator rule form. Look at here. This is operator rule form. See, operator is just like an employee in the organization. You are working, you are there employed into some organization. You are an employee, you are an operator. Operator will have organization, division, unit. Operator will be working with a team, within a team, like in your organization. Operator may take leave and mention the absent details and all here. Operator will be specifically having some skill. He will have a reporting manager. All this operator is just like an employee in the organization. He'll have first name, last name, everything, phone number, email ID, job title, and access group you don't know. I will explain about all these things, whatever just now I have touched in future. Now I have opened existing operator ID, right? Okay, now save as. You don't touch anything here. Just simply do what? Save as. Save as. Okay, and here you go with, give the name of the operator ID. What is the ID value? See, it is not mandatory that your operator ID should be having @domain.com. You remember at the time of creating application, it was expecting email ID format. That's why I have given. Otherwise, suppose you have joined a company and you are working for a client. There will be an ID for you from the client. Client will assign you an ID apart from your employee ID in your organization. Client ID will be there. Usually your operator IDs will be client IDs. That's how you create, because you don't forget it. Okay, so what is this operator ID value? I can give. Our application is SBI, right? SBI developer operator 2. Okay, already one operator ID is there, right? So meaningfully I am taking for my convenience SBI developer operator 2. It's not mandatory that it should have @ and all. Remaining details and all you can change. If you want to change full name, developer 2, and save this. Save, done. What is the password of this operator then? The password of the operator from whom you did a save as. Suppose you want to update the password, then you go to security tab, click on update password. It won't ask you old password. You can directly update to new password. You can do it, you can try it. Okay, now I want to log into PRPC at a time using 2 operator IDs. Suppose if I copy this URL and paste it here in the same tab, it will show the previous login. Okay, so I cannot do it. So what should I do? I have to take private window. I'm taking private window and I'm taking this one. Okay, and here you go. What is that? And log into PRPC using DevOps 2. Okay, what is this? Dev SBI DevOps 2 password rules. Okay, done. That's it. I just wanted to log in and see. That's it. As of now. So now I'm going to explain you the concept of check-in and check-out. See, by default, what is the behavior without check-in and check-out? Let me explain you. See here, if I open a section in the framework where developer 1 has logged in, okay, developer 1 has logged into gRPC and he wanted to modify one screen as per his requirement, as per the requirement that he has got. He wanted to modify some screen. It can be anything. Okay, let's say for example, I'm going to add text input here. Otherwise, I'll take a label for better understanding. Okay, at the same time, developer 2 also logged into gRPC. As per his requirement, he wanted to modify one screen. Both of them got different requirements, but different requirements demands to modify a screen which is same screen. Both of them logged in, both of them have opened screen. Operator 1 modifying. Operator 1 added a label and I'm giving operator 1. Operator 1 added it. Okay, just for our better understanding. He did save this. He saved it. Operator 2. Operator 2 also already logged in, right? He is adding a label. For him, I'm giving the sample text as operator 2. Okay, number I'm giving just for ease of understanding. Now both of them have closed. Operator 1 closed. Manager form and update chesindi iddarki. Okay, now operator 1 is opening the form once again. I think I was updating something different, right?
No, you did it in implementation and then framework, 2 different pages.
Classes
Sorry.
are different.
You didn't open the same
Okay, I
form.
would have
So
to
one is
take
from
2
the
different
framework,
applications.
one is from the implementation. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll change it. Hold on. I'll remove it once and I'll explain. This one, remove. Both of them have opened. Now I will add again. Same form, right? I have to take same form, label. That's why I got a doubt when I see only. Let's consider this is as operator 1. This is operator 1, for example. Operator 1 modified and saved. Now operator 2. Go to operator 2. Operator 2 added a label like operator 2 and then save, submit, save this. Now both of them you close it. Both of them have modified their own changes they have added, closed. Now both of them try to open later. What is happening now? When both of them have opened, what is happening now? So for one operator this one and for another operator also same. What is happening here? What is your observation?
Latest changes are
Latest changes
latest changes are persisting. First operator, whoever has done changes, his changes have been overridden when they both parallelly open it and working on it. So by default, gRPC is allowing you to parallelly open the rules and work on it. Parallelly open the rules and work on it. Because of this provision, we see there is a loss in the development. One operator details, one operator changes have been lost. Only the latest changes are been persisting. First changes have been lost. Actually, in the business requirements, in the enterprise application development, you will get this type of need. Both people, multiple operators or multiple teams, they wanted to parallelly work on same rule. This type of requirements also you'll get. How to achieve that is a different concept. First thing, by default, as you are allowing 2 or 3 operators to simultaneously work on the same rule, there is a loss in development tasks that have been done. So we have to first prevent it. Suppose if you open the rule and you are editing it, I should not allow other person to, system should not allow other person to edit it. This can be achieved by adding a security feature called check-in, check-out. But this feature we don't add only on rule level. We will add it rule set level. We will be enabling this feature at rule set level. Before I enable this, you see action, save, delete buttons are there. For every rule, 3 buttons are there. After we enable, we will get one more button called check-in, check-out. Okay, let me explain you what is the concept of check-in, check-out. See, if you apply at rule set level, all the rules in that rule set, suppose already 10 rules are there. This feature will be applicable to all existing rules. In future, if you are creating additional rules, for those rules also it is applicable. Understand? Now, imagine I have implemented check-in, check-out. I have enabled check-in, check-out. The moment you enable check-in, check-out, by default, if you open a rule is already in check-in mode. If it is already in check-in mode means it is available for everyone to check out. It is in check-in mode. You opened the rule, other person also opened the rule. Both of you see rule is in check-in mode. Now both of you can, now it is possible that you can check out. Imagine. Now 2 resources have opened the rule. Rule is in check-in mode. During check-in mode, there won't be any save option. Save option hidden. Hidden means you can't make any changes. The rule is in check-in mode. You can't make any changes. Okay. So now you want to make changes to the rule. What do you need to do? You need to do what? Check out the rule. Check out the rule. If rule is check out means it is called as editable mode. It is called as editable mode. Now what happens? 2 operators have opened the rule. Both of them see that it is in check-in mode. They are able to check out, right? Operator 1 clicked on check out. It come to editable mode. It got checked out. So if operator 2 also clicks on check out, operator 2 will not be able to check out. PRBC will show a message saying that other operator editing. So if a rule is in checkout mode already, whoever has checked out, only they can work on it. Other person try to check out, then he will not even actually see the checkout button. Okay. At a time, if you open, you might be seeing only one of the person at a time. It will come to checkout mode. So 2 people at a time cannot check out the rule. So we need to enable this feature in order to prevent parallel development. Then in the actual business, there is a need of parallel development that can be achieved by using branch rule sets. I'll tell you later. Okay, everyone clear? So this is about check-in and check-out. If a rule is in check-in mode, one person at a time can check out. Multiple people, they cannot check out. If a rule is already in check-in mode means it is read only. You cannot edit it. Only one person check out. He will be editing. Other person is not allowed to check out. For example, I'll tell you. We have a room. There is one room. Room is locked. Already it is locked. Locked means it is check-in. Actually, it is different. Actually, check-in usually what you feel. You go inside, that is called check-in, right? Hotel lo check-in laga. Let's understand in a different way. Okay, there is a room which is locked. In a locked position, it is read only, right? You cannot go inside. You cannot modify anything inside, right? It is in check-in mode presently. So 2 people have come with a lock. With a key. Okay. So only one of them at a time can open the lock. At a time, both keys. It is not possible, right? Hold on. Only one of them. One person has opened the room. Okay. He has got in. Other person is not allowed because he has booked and he has already in. Other person is not allowed. Okay, that is the condition. So now only one person at a time is modifying. After he modifies, he will come back. He will not leave it as this. Again, he is going to put it back in the original state, check-in mode. Then second person will be able to check out. Simply, I'll tell you the other way around. Suppose you have a software application. In the application, there is a room booking option. Okay. Presently, room is not booked by anyone. That means you need to imagine this is like a check-in mode. So 2 people have come. 1 people has booked it. 1 person has booked it. Means another person will not be able to book it. Okay, understand? So if you are editing, go inside means editing. You go inside means you are able to edit it, right? If you are editing a rule, other person will not be able to edit the rule. Okay, this is possible only by enabling the security option of check-in, check-out at the rule set level. It is at which level? Rule set level. Understand clear, everyone? So just a simple navigation. How to enable check-in, check-out rule set level? I will show you. After that, we will repeat to see the same, like log in with two operators and try to check out one after other. What is happening? Like this. Come again. See, if you are talking to others, you need to know that you have to mute it. Okay. Working with check-in, check-out. Enable this option. Enable this option for IMPL, org, what else? FW rule set. All three we are going to deal with regularly, right? So we are going to enable all this feature for all three. Okay, now let's go ahead here. Application, definition. You know how to open IMPL rule set. I am not going to give all the navigations like what I have given before. Okay, first IMPL rule set, security tab. Already previously I have given navigation. Select the option. Select the option. What is the option? Use checkout. So selecting this option is going to make the check-in, checkout enabled. Understand, everyone clear? I've selected. Done. Repeat the same for other rule sets. You just need to repeat the same for other rule sets. Next, organization rule set. Org rule set. Done. Next, how do I open FW rule set? Security. I'm sorry. Already I have done it for framework. Huh? Maybe implementation is pending. Okay, I did it for implementation. Framework rule set, security, and somewhere I missed it. Save, completed. So like this, you are going to enable check-in, checkout. Okay, so I have enabled check-in, checkout. Now log in with two operator IDs. Log in with two operator IDs. You open any section of your wish. At a time you open. Okay, let me close everything here. Now I'm opening manager form. Operator 1, I'll give here. Operator 1. Manager form has opened. Now what do you see? Operator 2. Operator 2 also. He is trying to open manager form. No, I'll give you one. See what is happening now. See here. Both of them, they see a lock icon. Both of them see checkout button. Both of them see lock icon, checkout. Checkout button is displayed, meaning that it is already in check-in mode. It is saying you can check out. Okay, everyone clear? This button was not there before. So now, operator 1, click on checkout. Click on checkout. I'm going to click on checkout with operator 1. See here. What's happening? It got checked out or not? Now, operator 2, checkout. Here you go, operator 2. Already opened. Parallelly, I opened. Okay, I'll show you once. Is it possible? What is happening? Not able to check out. Parallel development is prevented or not? For example, let me put it back to original state. Imagine operator 1 opened, operator 2 opened. Okay, like this I have done previously. Now only one operator opened, he checked out. Okay. Now after he checked out, another operator logged in. Now he is opening the same form. Is there any checkout button for him? Because previously at a time I opened, both of them able to see checkout button. Now checkout button itself is not there. There is no point of error message also. But he do not want to wait. He wanted to do something and wanted to test his changes. Private edit. Private edit means
For himself.
only it is been editable in his private mode. It won't reflect anywhere else. Okay, private editing means you are editing it, but it is not checkout. You are editing temporarily, only for yourself. Okay, that's a temporary edit that is called as. Okay, next. These are the basic details about rule set version, enabling rule set version, or creating rule set version, check in, check out, and all. Okay, when would you go for creating a new versions? See, in reality, it is not only one version that gets created for a release. Suppose you are sitting with a release beginning, they will create 5 versions. And it is not exactly 5, it may be 3 or it may be 4, it may be 5, it may be 10 also. Why these many versions? What happens is, did we discuss about environments, server environments? Okay, let me tell you the concept of server environment first, and then I can say about this. This is not only related to Pega, whether you are a Java developer, .NET developer, anywhere, this is very common in enterprise application development. See, this is not related to only Pega, okay? A general concept in enterprise application development, this is very, very important. Because based on this, so many topics will be there in future. Pega, diagrams, server environments. See here. See, Amazon application is there. Amazon application you access by typing the URL www.amazon.in.com. Once you type the URL in your browser, request will go to Amazon server. Amazon application is deployed on a server, right? So that is the server where application is there. You are accessing the application and trying to make the business transactions, right? That server where Amazon application installed is called as live server. What do you call it? LIVE, live server, or you may say it as production server also. Okay, terminology can be anything. Production or live server on which it gets run. Next, okay, that is okay. But there will be developers who will be developing Amazon application, right? Developers, they do not directly log into live server and work on Amazon application development. It will be there on a different server, means one more machine. There will be another server called development server. Development server is the one where development will be done, which means that suppose imagine it is a Pega application. Pega PRPC environment will be installed on 2 machines. Machine 1 is development, machine 2 is live. Once your development is done on machine 1, you have created a number of rules, right? You package all the rules into zip file. Take this zip file. On server 2 you have Pega installed already, right? On server 2 Pega is installed, you import the zip file into Pega. That means whatever you have developed has been moved from one server to another server. This is called build and deployment process. Okay, but leave the terminology. Development server will be there. Okay, now developers will log into development server and they work on application development. Once development is done, they do some unit testing and all, everything is fine. Now this particular development, whatever is been done, it will be moved to next server, second server. Second server is called QA server or integration server. You may call it as QA server or integration server. This is for testing server. You can say testing server also. Who will have access to this server? Testers will have access. QA people will have access to this server. Testers will log in and they do testing of your application. Whatever you have developed, whether it is expecting the behavior is as expected or not, they are going to test it. Suppose imagine behavior is as expected. Okay, then this will be moved to third server called UAT, stands for user acceptance testing. Again, regression testing will be done here. So all this was explained in the videos. In my YouTube channel, it is available in our YouTube channel. You can see once. Regression testing will be done. Regression testing is also successful. It will be moved to live server. So usually there will be 4 different environments or servers for every application. One is development environment, QA environment, UAT environment, live. After production, there may be post-production server also, which is a copy of production. It depends, it is not mandatory. Before development, there can be one more server that is called sandbox. What do you call it? SANDBOX, sandbox. That is experimental server. Means you are trying to practice something which you don't know. Practice purpose, you can use that server. Okay, so sandbox can be there. It depends on client. Okay, so 4 environments mainly. So 5 environments you can consider: sandbox, development, QA, UAT, live. These are the servers. For example, after your application is moved, see, whenever your development, all the rules that you have created, you zip it, right? You zip and move it, correct? Before you create the zip file of all the rules, you need to make sure you are going to check in all the rules and you lock the versions, lock everything. Everything is been locked. You move it here to integration server, QA server. Okay, there is some issue. There is something not working as expected. What do you need to do? The QA resources will raise a defect. You need to take the defect and work on it for the fixing. Already here, everything is locked before you move. You cannot unlock. Password will not be there with you. It will be there with Scrum Masters or tech leads. Then what? Where are you going to do the development? You have to do your development in version 2. Version 1 is already created. Some defect is there, but it is locked. Save as from version 1 into version 2 and make changes even though defect fixing you are doing. Even though you are doing defect fixing, you have to. That is why it is not only one version that will be created. 3 versions or 4 versions, 5 versions. All of you are being asked to work on 01, 01, 01. For this release itself, I have 3 more versions. Why do I have some spare versions? In order to work on defect fixing. Okay, so it may be filled or may not be filled. It will be definitely filled based on our skill. I know it will be filled. Definitely there will be defects. Okay, so like this, it is not only one version per release. Maybe multiple versions will be created. Imagine it is only one version in a best case. Okay, so like this, you are going to have versions being created. Suppose first release is done. Imagine only one version is per release. 01, 01, 01. 15 days development is done. Sprint 1 is finished. You are going to work on sprint 2. In sprint 2, which version you have to use? Version 2 you should be using. Everyone following online? For sprint 2,
yes,
you should be working on version 2. Now,
yes,
business is asking, like your tech lead is asking you, go ahead and work on version 2. Okay, that's okay. I'll work on version 2. Create data model property. New second sprint. Do I have the facility to choose version 1 also? Version 1 also facility.
Yes.
By mistake, I can create in version 1 or not? Can create, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you are already moved to sprint 2 and you are asking everyone to work on version 2, you should not make the version 1 available for them. That is the thing. It's not that you give the information and leave it. So whenever you are going to work on next sprint, whatever the versions that are being meant for the next sprint, other than that, previous sprint version should be made not available here in this place. Okay, first thing. How do you make it not available? In order to make it not available for developers to create, first thing, that is, you need to lock the versions. LOCK. You need to lock the versions. I will be locking. Okay, we are going to see the navigations now. After we do locking, we will come back and see whether it is coming in the drop down or not. Okay, let us go ahead now. And what is that? How to lock a rule set version. Okay, I will just tell you one general example. There is one room, it is been locked. I have the key with me. I'm asking you to access the room. Go inside and access. Will you be able to go inside? No. Accessing itself you cannot do. Second one, I'm asking you to modify the content inside. Is it possible? So you cannot access. I'm sorry. not access. You can, room is not good. Okay. That example doesn't suit. Add, delete, modify. Okay, there is a database table. There is one record in the table. Okay, there is one record. One row is there. I have locked the table. Table is been locked. If I ask you to create one more record in the table, you will be prevented because table is locked. So creating a new record is not possible when table is locked. Already records are there. I am asking you to modify the records. Entire table is locked. You cannot modify. I am asking you to delete the records. You cannot delete. Only possible way for you is you can access the records. Take as it is what is there. I do not want you to anyone to touch this table, either to create or modify or delete, but they can access if they want. If I want this type of prevention, I have to lock the table. Same concept if you apply here. If you're going to lock a rule set version, locking a rule set version will prevent creating new rules in the version, modifying the existing rules of that version, deleting the rules from that version. All these three are prevented. Only possible is we can access the rule. We can access the rule. Access means execute the rule. That is okay. Runtime it will be available. So now lock version 010101. All these three. IMPL. What else? FW. Organization. You know how to open the rule set and go till version number level. Okay. Let me open it. Application, definition, rule set, version, like this. You land here. Once you land here, expand version 1. See, rule set version can be locked by preventing with a by locking with a password, by securing with a password, simply speaking. Click on lock and save. I can lock it by securing with some password. Okay, you see here, you cannot lock this version. The reason being, this has checked out records. What is the meaning? Checkout records are there. Why you cannot lock? Checkout record is there means someone is already still working on it. When someone is still working on, how do you lock it? You don't lock it. Okay. So how many records are checked out? One record. Okay, for your ease of understanding, just give me a minute. I will check out two. To explain you other things, check out three. Three records are checked out. See, if you want to check in, click on check in, give a comment and click on check in. This is how individual rules you can check in. Okay. But how many rules are being checked out now? Three rules are checked out. You can click on number 3 to see what are being checked out. How do you check in back? One by one, you have to check in back. Suppose I have 10 rules checked out, then it will be difficult to check in one by one, correct? I'm not going to give the screenshot, but I am going to tell you. See here, you have a search bar, right? Beside search bar, there is a tick mark. Click on tick mark, it will show all the rules which are being checked out by you. It is going to show all the rules which are being checked out by you. So here you have a bulk action option. You can go to, just for your information, you can go to bulk action and select all the rules, and you need to give a comment while checking, right? Give some comment, apply this comment to all individual rules. You have a check-in option start. This is called bulk check-in. What do you call this? Multiple rules check-in at a time. Multiple rules are being check-in at a time. One more is pending. Why it was not shown? Maybe that is not being checked out by you. This rule is being checked out by another operator. This is going to show the checkout of only checked out rules by you. So this is being checked out by whom? Someone else. Who is that? Developer 2. I will ask him. He will be in my team only, right? Maybe in India, USA, Australia, somewhere. I'll send him a message, okay, please complete your work. Today is the deadline. We have to log in. So other developer will log in and he is going to work on releasing the log. I'm forcefully doing it here, but actually he has to check in back. Okay. I have forcefully released it. Okay, leave it. And here you go now. See, I'm going to lock the version 1. How do I lock it? Now this time it won't prevent. Why? There are no checkout rules. I'm giving password of my wish. I wanted to give rules. You can give anything of your wish, because rules is the one I don't forget. Save done. Now repeat the same for Argent FW rule sets. చెప్పండి, ఆర్గనైజేషన్ రూల్స్ సెట్ I want to open, right? See, today's tasks, overall all these tasks are related to Pega rules process commander environment mostly. It is not related to your business development. Okay, after this is finished, we can go with our business development further. Completed. So like this you are going to lock it. See, now let us see if I try to create a rule property or any rule, is version 1 available? Creating a new rule in a locked version is prevented or not? Creating new rule is prevented. Let me open the existing one. Am I able to delete it? Is there any delete button? Delete button is done. You cannot delete it. Is there any checkout button? At least you cannot edit it, you cannot create, you cannot modify, you cannot delete. You can access, it will be accessible, but if you want to modify this, what should I do? I have to save as to version 2. It is in version 1, right? Any modifications needed here, you should be doing a save as to version 2. Make sense, everyone? Clear? Online resources.
Yes.
What if you forget the password? You go to Harsha Training's YouTube channel, there will be a video how to unlock a rule set version if you forget the password, because that is a different process. You cannot understand now, you don't have enough knowledge to understand it. Go there, you will find out a video. Okay, and this is about rule set version creation and enabling check-in checkout option, and what else? Locking a rule set version. See, by the time you join a project, all this might have been done. Version anyhow, release to release you will create. Check-in checkout definitely would have been enabled, and what else? Versions creation will happen every time. Okay, so mostly these tasks will be done because these are very, very crucial, critical. Okay, if you are making a simple mistake here, it will affect entire project. For example, for suppose by mistake when you open a rule set, if you click on delete, everything gone, entire application will be gone. So this is sensitive. They don't give chance to developers or senior developers. So tech leads or scrum masters will be able to handle it. They will be handling it carefully. Okay, so that's it from my end for today. We have only 6 more minutes. And any doubts or any questions that you have? Anyone has any doubt?
So release lock. I mean, like that developer will lose his development, right?
See, you are online. When you ask a question, you need to be louder and you need to come closer to your
sorry. Am I audible? Clear, Harsha?
You need to be a little bit more loud.
Okay. Yeah. Is this fine?
Go ahead. At the time of asking also, even the last word also, you have to sound like first word only. You just don't neglect that last word, because we need to understand clearly. Go ahead.
Yeah. When one developer, I mean, checked out the rule, right? So then, I mean, you did the release lock or checkout, release checkout. So then he'll lose his development work, right?
No, that won't. See, that option we will not give it in live. Okay, that is related to security. We don't give it so simply. We'll ask them to check in, because we are not sure whether they are in middle or not. Okay, this option itself will not be available usually in the enterprise. By default, it won't be available.
Okay.
Next, but facility is there for every check-in. Yes, yes. See here. See, one more point. Let me tell you. See, if you are going to make changes to a rule, all the changes. Suppose this rule was being developed 10 months back. Within 10 months, 10 times they have modified it for different business requirements. All 10 modifications will be available in PRBs. How do you access? See, any rule, if you want to see its history, you need to go to history tab, scroll down, view full history. This is the place where you see all changes, when it has been done, who has done it. Okay, all this. I want to see first basic rule and next changes. I can click on this. This is how it was, and after that later it was been modified like this. Like this, you can, everything will be stored in the history tables. See, for everything in Pega, history will be there. Look at here. SBI work, right? History is there. For every class in Pega, history class will be there. Next, any other questions? This is something like audit information. Like what are the changes that are being done and all. Some kind of audit information you can have. After locking, we can see, once the rule set version is locked, it will never be unlocked for any reason. You are locking it because development is done, right? Anything if you want to change it, you have to save as to next version and do it. Simply if you lock and unlock, that is not the proper way of development.
Sir?
Version 1 to version 2 you save as and make changes. That's why for safe side, for defect fixing and all, for every release they will come up with 3 or 4 versions like that. Depends on the length of the project. Next, go ahead.
Sir, sometimes I find the navigations that you do too fast. Can
Call
you
me
please?
Harsha. Sir. Okay. And
Yes.
navigations are faster. Yes. Second time, third time it will be faster, but not first time. First time I'm going very slow, and I'm giving you screenshot by screenshot.
No, actually, I think for online, for us, like there is a lag. So once you're done with it, then we are able to see.
Is the lag for everyone or only for one or two?
Yes, sir. The lag is there.
For me
No,
also.
there is no lag.
No, lag is there little.
If there is any issue from my end, you have seen last 2 days, it will affect everyone. You need to have a best internet connectivity when you are accessing class from online. But usually if you are feeling it faster, we can go little slow. That's not a big deal. Maybe your time will be extended for 4.5 months like that. That's not a big deal. I can wait, no problem. I will go slow. Okay. If you forget the password, is there any, see, second time navigations and all, I don't go with all navigations, and don't even wait for you. You have to have a quick realization of what is already been done in the past. That's why I'm telling you, you have that practice regularly. Okay. Otherwise it will be highly difficult. And the project 2 which I have sent you, you started working on requirement 1. Requirement 1, how many of you have finished first requirement? Application creation is not a requirement. I am talking about where it has started requirements 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, like the story points are there, right? That one, entire one, who has done it? By today afternoon, requirement 1 should be finished. Tomorrow afternoon onwards, requirement 2. So I do not wait for others going forward further. Okay. I told you again, at the end of the day, it is your career. I told you, right? Just 5 out of this entire team is fair enough for me for further my career growth and your career growth. Those 5. Okay, I'll hunt you, no problem. Only those 5 I will be hunting. If you are not doing one day, don't much bother about it. I don't. Once I leave it, I leave it. That's it. Because I don't want to insist you to do it. It is up to you. I don't want to put pressure on your mind. Okay, it is possible. It is usually it is not possible for working employees. No problem. Working employees are little exemption because they have to work. They have to go through their family and all. But still, if you can spend more time and be parallel, that will be excellent. Okay. But what about freshers and unemployed? Nothing like this. You have to do it. Okay. Because you have almost minimum 4 hours is there. 4 to 5 hours for you. And many people here have 12 hours in a day. Okay. Try to utilize every moment.
Sir,
By developing an application, if we did any mistake in creating properties, how to remove them? See, anything you want to remove, delete, you can directly go by delete option. But it is very crucial that before you delete anything, locked version you cannot delete. Unlocked means it will show delete button. Delete and give a confirmation, it will get deleted. See, it's not that one rule you delete. A rule will have linking to other rules. Many places. Section you delete. Sorry, flow itself you delete. Is it okay? Flow you need to delete. Flow action you have to delete. Section you have to delete. Section related controls properties. If you want to remove entire functionality, that is the linking. That's why I told you. If you open application rule form, if you want to delete your entire application that you have created, deleting this means you are deleting only application form. Deleting flow means you are deleting only flow. Connected rules you are not deleting. Okay, deleting application rule form doesn't mean deleting application. Application is connected to access groups. Application is connected to rule sets. Rule sets will connected to rules. This will be there with operator, access roles, role to objects, portals, harness, section. Many things are there. These many things you have to delete if you want to delete one application you don't know. That's why I told you don't delete anything. Okay, it's better you don't delete anything. Next.
yeah. So once we develop
create with a slight different name. Instead of deleting, leave it as it is. Don't use it. Create some other one with a slight different name. That's it. See, is it possible to see a table layout in read only when it was created with inline property? See, you are going to create a table layout with inline chosen only for editing option. You will not make it editable, you choose inline. You want it read only, why do you go for inline? You don't go for inline. Without going for inline, go with default, it will be read only. Being it read only, some of the fields you can edit it. That is possible. Field level editing you can do it. Understand? So it is better don't go for inline if you want everything to be read only. If you want portions to be editable, go with read only option and each individual component you make it editable. Okay.
Harsha, am I audible?
See, if you just hold on. If you want to delete a class, there is a different navigation. See here, system refactor classes. Just for your information, because you are curious to know about it. My intention is only very simple. You have to be perfect in whatever that we discuss. Beyond that, you have to go only when you are perfect in the present topics. Leaving it, if you are thinking too much, you will be losing everything. I'm not telling this guy. Generally, I'm saying delete class is there. Use this wizard, it will be deleted. Rename class is also there. Next, what is the question? Female resource.
I was talking about that table layout. It was created with inline property for editable mode, but it is showing read only. There is no add icons. So is there a way we can check it? How it was created and we can edit that?
Problem that you have deleted it or not, I'm not sure. Let me show you. Here you go. Okay, create and open. Table layout, right? Talking about.
Yeah.
Let me take table layout by default. You take a table layout, it will have add button, delete button, everything. Okay, everything like this only, everyone will get, whoever is using this software. Now you go here to the properties, operations inline. At runtime, this will be editable, this will be accessible. If that is not happening, then you need to think about it. It will happen for sure. There is no way that it won't work. It will function same for everyone because all of you are using same tool, any version of Pega. Still you have issues?
Here
Send me
it
that.
is showing. Yeah, sure.
Here
Here
it
it is
won't
showing editable, but when I run it, it is not showing any add item.
Maybe you forgot to save after you change it to inline. There is a possibility you did changes. You forgot to save the rule. Try it once again and let me know.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Harsha, what we are going to cover next 2 days until this weekend?
Next, tomorrow I'm going to, so further we are going to talk about, I'll tell you now, report definition rule. On activity we have seen obj browse, right? For that, equivalent to this, in the drop down we have two more options, right? What are those? Report definition, data page. Next to report definition to populate drop down. After that, data page to populate the drop down. Finished. Those are basics. Next, after that, we are going to look at understanding about concept of parameters. Again, we'll work on drop down only, but cascading drop down. Cascading drop down means, suppose country you select India, states only India related states will be populated in the drop down. State you select AP, only AP related cities will get populated. This is called cascading drop down. Once that topic is finished, we will keep aside drop down and we will further go with activities again. What are the other methods available in activity further? OBJ, open,
Save.
OBJ, save, like this. Other methods, OBJ, open my handle, all this. We'll spend more time to work on activity, all these table methods usually. Okay. We are going very slow actually. Okay, it depends on your practice. Again, that's why many of you have asked me when you call me, I can attend 2 hours. Can we finish in 1 month, 1.5 months? You asked or not? Many of you have asked me, I want to finish it in 2 months. I want to finish in 1.5 months. I can sit for 2 hours in a class a day. Why don't you take extra session, extra hour and all? Now you understand? Is it possible for you to practice everything if I teach 2 hours? It is impossible. Okay, that is why our duration is more. We have to learn it slowly. And okay, let me share. Did I send you documents? Let me send the documents, otherwise I'll forget. $595. Hey, this mail ID I have to change it. Sorry. July 27, 595. What are the documents to be attached? Practical document, theory, rule set,
Servers.
Servers, there is no notes. Diagrams only. I shared diagrams already. All diagrams. In that environments, server environments diagram, you go through it. Otherwise, you go to our YouTube channel. Check in, check out. I think in the rule set, okay, here you have. And what else? Today practical. Rule set, versions, check in, check out.
Operator ID.
There is no need. That is just a navigation, right? That is in between. For learning this, I created operator ID. You can create similar way operator ID anytime. In the rule set document, check in, check out, rule set, locking version, everything will be there. 595. 27. Check in, check out. Okay, that's it. Any other document is missing? You have all theory documents, right? You don't even need to ask. Usually document names will be topic names, and few documents will be like working with, understanding. Okay, we can wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you for joining.